Hi there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, if you want to book a personal reading, please follow the description box below, and my email will be there. So I want to see right now the compare and contrast, the mirror effect with the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Something real quick. Let's just see what we got going on here. We always say quick and we end up going for 3 parts of a sequel of a movie, yeah? All right, so but let's see what we got. I don't know what's up with the... All right, let's see. Guys, I'm getting a new deck. I'll be getting a new deck soon. I'm not going to say anything, and I don't want to post any pictures, but these new cards are just gorgeous. I mean, they are the most beautiful, most powerful cards I've ever seen in my life, and I can't wait to share them with you. They should actually be here tomorrow, but I'm not going to show them until probably around next week or something. I'm not sure. I just, oh God, they're so beautiful. They gave me goosebumps. They made, oh my God, I'm not even going to say about any of the interpretation. Fuck it. Like the death card, oh geez, they're just, it's beautiful. I mean, anyway, so I can't wait to share those with you. I know you guys are excited. They're really, not too astray from the Rider-Waite. You know, obviously the Rider-Waite was the original deck, but they're just illustrated differently, but they have, you know, every aspect intact still nonetheless. I hope that makes sense. So they're not too far astray, but the illustrations are impeccable. I mean, they're just gorgeous. So I can't wait to share that with you guys, but let's go ahead and get into what the Divine Masculine has a lot to say. I know you just saw him there in the beginning of the shuffle. He's been coming out a lot in this shuffle, so let's go ahead and get what need to be said about the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Here's the Divine Feminine spread. She has the 8 of Pentacles so far, the 3 of Wands. She has the High Priestess, awesome, and she has the 5 of Cups. For the Divine Masculine, okay, the 5 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. And at the top, at the bottom. Okay. On the outskirts of your connection, there's a lot of ambition. Everyone's ambitious to get to the finish line. Everyone's like, not even everyone, but I think a lot of people have a lot of ambition and fire in their midst. Okay, and I also say that because, you know, in the previous readings for the Divine Feminine and then for the Divine Masculine and even for the Karmic, there's a lot of fire energy, mainly with the Twin Flames. The top of the deck, the 10 of Wands. The bottom is the 5 of Wands. Lots of fiery energy here. It's just like a lot of passion and going in what you're saying. So sometimes when you're having passion and even the things that you're saying, you can kind of ramble. You might not even be saying what you need to be saying aloud. You might get real frustrated. But like with passion, sometimes you can get real abrasive. You can get real feisty, hasty, and stuff like that. So, but then again, you know, if you have the right head on your shoulders, given that, you know, air quality, you know, the logic, you know, then you have the emotions and the earth energy, you know, you can get stable in all the things that you do and that you know. But with all that being said, I feel like the Divine Feminine here is trying to put forth her efforts into good use. Yeah, that's a good way. Okay, the 8 of Pentacles is someone who is just remaining focused, is busy, okay? Their status is busy, okay? The 3 of Wands, because they want to figure out what's next in their life. They want to figure out the next opportunity. They want to see what's next, okay? This is an opportunist here. This Divine Feminine is like using her ambition and her past life and everything that she's gone through to just be open and spontaneous, okay? The Divine Feminine right now is going to be busy for the next few weeks to months, okay? Busy and becoming the best her she can be. Busy in her profession, okay? If it's not like a physical thing going on, it's busy in becoming who we need to be. It's busy in your personal journey, okay, whatever you're doing. The 5 of Cups is someone who looks at loss, okay? Oh, God, you should have seen the 5 of Cups representation in this new deck. I really think you guys are going to be really moved by this new deck that I'm going to have in just a few days or so. But the Five of Cups is someone that definitely misses the loss. Okay, she misses at some point when she was just an adolescent, you know, or at some point where she was figuring out what to do when she was busy. Okay, some of us are just, you know, missing those days when we were actually busy in something because it made us feel like we were working up to something. If after the aftermath of knowing who we are, you know, then just like, oh my God, I miss those days where, you know, it's just like, what the fuck? How do you miss the things that were spilt? How do you miss, you know, when you were lacking in something or looking for something? I know I do. I know what you mean. But so the divine feminine is in 3 different stages of her life, 3 different groups right now, where you're focusing on what you need to do to get to this point. You're in this point still figuring out what you're going to do before you get here. Some of us are here and or after. We're here. At any point we can be here understanding what we have and still missing what we used to have or what we didn't have then, or how life kind of was back then. You know, I understand it's like that new shiny toy syndrome. It's like, oh my God, you really wanted that new iPhone X Max, XS Max type of thing, and then it's like you have it and it's just a phone. You know, there's that. So that's kind of what it looks like the divine feminine is battling right now, is remorse, missing old times, even missing old friends, old lovers, old lives, old times. Okay, it's like you're missing when you were just normal, or for some of us that we're saying, or when you were missing, you know, when you were just singing karaoke with your girlfriends, or just doing something that you knew very well. Because right now it seems that you're in the unknown for some of us. And, or we have this crown that we feel like we're not able to live up to, or we live up to it, but we constantly go back to the past. We constantly are thinking about something else or someone else while we're up here. It's like, we got the fame, we got the fortune, but there's still someone back in our hometown that we just really miss. Something like that. We're reminiscing, okay, divine feminine. And this is for those who've tapped into our power, yet we put something above it. We put something above it. A Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, a love we had for someone, or a time, or a place, a thing, okay? So we could be at 3 different stages. I told 3 different points, all right? And so if you're at this point, well, you know what to look forward to, or what you can kind of dodge. For the divine masculine, okay, the 5 of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. He seems to be one of those kids out in the playground. You're watching as a teacher, and you're like, hey, I remember when I used to be that way. Or if it's you going, like, if you're a time traveler kind of thing, right? If you're a time traveler kind of thing, you're just kind of like, look at this knucklehead. You're looking at him, at this card, like, look at this knucklehead, you know, because the divine masculine right now is, I don't know what he's doing. This card makes me laugh. It's like he knows that there's a grand scheme at play, and he asked his ancestors, he made a wish to just kind of go back to the playground for just one moment so he can catch his breath and kind of just play. He's just, I don't know what he's doing, okay? I don't even think these people in his life, it's like he really needed to go talk to. He just kind of, he wants to be like, childish, okay? He just wants to, like, occupy his time with this. There you go. That's perfect, because the divine feminine's occupying her time, you know. Oh boy, that's my appointment. One second.